is what you need, because otherwise, can a character that relies so much on those resets, if you can't get those, or if you're not against a big enough character where you can, for example, like Rob, get the resets or get the heavy proxy jabs into the Shoryus, then all of the cheese that you would normally get is effectively disappeared. That's just gone, but we're starting, you know, on the Classic on PS2, and Kit, he wants to solidify, and he saw that Veti got nice. He wants to assert that he is the highest placing voted, not only in this tournament, but in Wisconsin Summit history.
Yes, if he were able to make it past this rat right now, he would claim that title. But this is a small barrier, but a very tough barrier nonetheless.
Both these players are going to be tough because they are both very hungry for that top 8 spot. They have beaten so many tough players in order to get here already, and they need to beat each other if they want to claim that spot on the top 8 graphic.
Yeah, and it's going to be a really tough sledding right now, but we do see the Ryu come out like you probably predicted. We had a down tilt into the side B, not going to be the stock, but that's a ton of damage on this Pichu, and the back air will be the stock. Oh my goodness.
It was a few of those, like, you know, neutral interactions, those neutral wins with those, like, slight down tilts, but it brought Pichu, this already light character, even closer to the killer percent, to the killing floor. Now, a little more damage already at close to 50%. This is almost a dead rat already. Kit.
Surely one heavy jab or down tilt to Shoryu spells the end for this Pichu with rage, right?
But this Pichu, though, FuYo wanting to immediately answer back, wanting to at least, like, you know, get this first stock onto Kit before it might get out of control. Up air, Shoryu's gonna get the kill.
Yeah, regardless of which way this set swings, these will be fast stocks flying, and right now they're going the way of Ankit, as he has a 3-stock-to-1 lead over the Pichu right now of FuYo. Can't find that stock either with down smash. We're too close to the center of the stage, but we get the Thunder. And that is stock 1 of Ankit's off the board.
They are getting in each other's face. They are taunting each other, just trying to dare each other to make the first move. Kit trying to get, like, you know, a little bit of extra damage. As Pichu, we've seen this bear already kill early, and Pichu might be seeing at the end of this first game.
Ooh, yeah, just like that. Just like that. Shoryu right in his face.
Not even to confirm. We're just doing a raw Shoryu like that.
That was a 1.5 game, Redflip.
Dude, I wanna talk for more of this block. I don't want these games so quickly, but when it's exciting like that, I can't help but smile.
Exactly. Exactly.
Oh my goodness. Game number 1, and this Ryu, it was already, like, you know, considered at least like a move for the Rats, but this Ryu looks primed and ready for this Pichu.
Yes, this Ryu has been on, like, Ankit's playing more Ryu than I've ever seen him play Ryu recently. And it's really, really paying dividends in this bracket specifically, because we saw it work against Gray in the Gauntlet stage. And now we're seeing it at least take game 1 against FuYo here in the final bracket.
I mean, it took game number 1. It might also, like, you know, speak for what's going to happen for the rest of the set. Now see if Kit can continue this momentum as we're going to Battlefield. I really like this for Pichu.
Yes, I agree. This is a very good Pichu stage. I think it's going to be really tough sledding for Ankit, because a lot of what he tries to do is get in with these falling aerials, get in with, like, nair and forward air, and the platforms are going to work out in Pichu's favor, where they will kind of hide under the platforms and not get hit by those aerials that Ankit wants to throw. And however, we get a big combo right here, starting from an aerial from Pichu.
It's a little bit getting some good damage onto Kid, and now he might be able to get the reset. Not able to get the jab reset quite yet. That could have spelled the end of this first stock in game number 2. And now FuYo more than happy to get Kid onto the ledge, get him off the bear as well to reset.
Yeah, we can't find the combo there from FuYo. We're gonna be finding a backer to a shield even. Oh, hello! We down aired the Thunder Jolt to take that stock. The Thunder Jolt again, just betraying FuYo.
That hit lag was so much, and then FuYo just wanting to immediately answer that back and just say, you might have got me with those powerful hair, but my dare is also powerful in its own right.
We saw it in the very first set of the day, where FuYo was throwing out a lot of these Thunder Jolts that Ethan was able to dive in back air. And now we see another back air, or rather down air, coming out from Ankit this time, able to take that stock off of FuYo. FuYo's got to be very wary of when he throws out these Thunder Jolts at high percents.
He's being extremely wary. He's being extremely cautious. He's not wanting to throw out too many of these electrical tabs. He does not want to give Kit any more credit than Kit already deserves or earns with these down tilts, with these kill confirms.
That one's not going to be a kill, but it is going to be a confirm nonetheless. Tries to get the Shoryu there. We're going to get up smash for our troubles, but you know, it's not death, and that's more than we can ask for.
Just pulling the trigger a little bit early, as now both of these players, they're looking like, you know, for that big move. That bear is certainly going to send Kit into an awkward situation, wanting to get back, and just barely does. Another Shoryu!
Yeah, I'm not loving these early Shoryus from Kit. We saw it work out on game 1, but it's proving to be really hard to come by right now against FuYo. FuYo very, very wary of these Shoryus, and it's gonna be our stock for the trouble. No, good DI there from Ankit.
It's been always off these confirms, but it seems like Kit is pulling the trigger a little bit too early. FuYo not pulling the trigger a little too early on that F tilt though, reminiscent of early ultimate as a matter of fact.
Oh, hello.
Look, I know we saw the raw Shoryu work in game 1. It got the kill, but
That was 4 times he pulled it out in that game, and 3 times he took a lot of damage for it, and 1 time he SD. I don't want to see the raw Shoryu again in game number 3.
Is a single stock like that, like, you know, at the end of 0, is that also a lot of damage? I'm trying to
I guess that would theoretically be a lot of. It was a lot of potential damage.
It's a lot of potential damage. Now, the main thing, though, is that you want to get rid of these, like, you know, the mental damage. You still want to come back. We are now 1-1 apiece. There is more Smash to play. There is more of this set ready to go.
Absolutely.
Now, you're going, let's see if we're going to possibly switch up the stage. Going to small battlefield. Now, suddenly, that top platform, which might have been really, really good and beneficial for FuYo, that's gone.
Yeah, this is really opening up the center of the stage for Ankit right now. And you, again, these raw Shoryus, I don't want to seem like biased commentary, but Ankit's my guy. And right now, I'm not loving the raw Shoryus coming out.
Also a little bit of, you know, these airs from FuYo. He knows that he can really just get a lot of this damage if they are able to get into a tech chase situation. But Kit, not really wanting to give it. Hasn't been put there just yet. Good low recovery, hugging that bottom part of SBF.
I love that he saved his jump as well. Like, because you saw FuYo setting up for the down air, trying to get a good stock off of Ankit there. Couldn't find it because Ankit saved his jump and mixed up his recovery at the very end there. And now again, this Pichu's at very high percent. Like, we are, no, not gonna find the combo this time. The one time we want him to input Shoryu, he doesn't.
It's good to see Idol coming out from FuYo, managed to get out of it and still can be able to get that stock with that classic, that Pichu Bear. It is so strong, such good base knockback. Now, a little bit of, like, you know, extra thing, a little bit of these nairs. Kit trying to get the reset, not able to link into the Tatsu just yet.
Yeah, I think there's something's going on mentally with Ankit right now where the Shoryus are, he's hesitant to pull the trigger now after game number 2, and it's costing him right now because he needs this stock off of Pichu. Finally does get it with the down tilt into the side B, but that's a lot of damage that we didn't need to take in order to get that stock.
The question is, like, you know, do you want to go for those more precise, those earlier kill moves with the Shoryu, or do you want to go with a little more consistent one with that Tatsu? A little bit more of these shocking notes just to get that initial damage, and now you see these, like, how the neutral going to change. A little more of these Tatsus to build up some more damage. Full reset, though, off the tech chase is FuYo.
Yeah, FuYo's tech chase is so good, this tech chase game, but Ankit able to escape every single time. Oh, hello, we focused through that.
That was the bravest focus I have seen so far. Kit wants to get this extra stock on this Pichu. That Shoryu, it will kill at this point, but you have to find that confirm.
Yeah, but just going to be a nair from FuYo getting that edge guard, and we're in a really tough position here for Ankit.
A little bit for that collarbone breaker. Not FuYo, not giving him the chance. Another T-Jolt as well. Get Ankit off stage. Just throwing out those long-lasting, those multi-hits. Not wanting Kit to get back in stage and get a bear like that.
Yeah, finally finding that bear does Ankit. We saw it come out a lot in game number 1, not so much in games 2, and finally comes out in game number 3. I want to see more of that bear if I'm an Ankit fan, but we need an F smash instead, and that's going to be game number 2 going, or game number 3 rather, going to FuYo.
I blinked for like a minute, or I felt like I was blinking for a second, because FuYo just got so many resets and catching Kit on those techs on the ground. Those low-hitting moves of Pichu, like those nairs, can be so devastating if you guess wrong. It is quite literally 50-50s for days. Now we see FuYo up to 2-1.
And they always seem like they're skewed in Pichu's favor as well. It's like, yeah, it's all 50-50s, but if you, like, win the 50-50, then I'll take, like, a little bit of damage. And if you lose the 50-50, you die.
You gotta have, like, you know, like some of those 50-50s. There's a reason, like, you know, like Pichu, he's a good character. One could say these people mostly just got power crept in this meta, but players like FuYo and a lot of other Pichus in the world are showing this character still has so much sauce, so much mix-up if you want to make him work in Smash Ultimate.
Yeah, now we're truly playing Street Fighter on the Street Fighter stage. We saw Ankit also go here in Game 5 against Gray, so this could be the I gotta lock in moment for Ankit, just seeing the castle in the background, the Suzaku Castle.
Sometimes you just gotta, like, go back to your home stage. Ryu wants to certainly be home where he belongs, but what he certainly wants to see is he wants to see himself win this. He wants to win this championship, this tournament, one could say.
Yeah, and he definitely wants this top 8 positioning, but FuYo is the barrier in his way right now. Can we find a stock here? We're not gonna find. We're gonna get pushed off stage yet again, but we are able to escape around the Pichu bear.
FuYo's also been doing just a really good job of using those T-jumps to essentially be a first initial aggressor, the one that's kind of forcing Kit into shield, so he has to be a little bit more cautious if he wants to try and respond and get those down tilts off that Kit loves so much. Now, you're just looking for something. A fake bear like that is certainly going to help in this case to get FuYo in this really high pressure situation, and the up smash out of shield.
Yeah, incredible parry there from FuYo, able to get that up smash, and now again, FuYo with a lead here. Now we are, again, one hit away from a Shoryu combo or a Tatsunaka combo, but it's not going to matter if we get a stock off of Ankit again. 34% and climbing right now for this Ryu.
What are these combos? We're getting down under F smash. Another Shoryu, though, is barely going to get missed. Only a Nair coming out from FuYo as he gets something, but finally, after a little bit, our next Shoryu can kill.
Yeah, first Shoryu kill we've seen since Game 1, and it couldn't have come at a better time for Ankit. We are still climbing in percents right now, but have a bit of life here against this Wrath.
A little bit of life, and he wants to make this life worth for all that it has, as now FuYo, though, perfectly happy. These Nair resets, they've been so tricky. It's been left Kid just guessing for his life, and that forward smash is not going to leave him guessing any longer as his life is stolen from him.
Ooh, trip on the F tilt there. Not going to be finding a stock off of that. What we've seen a lot as well is FuYo's able to get through these Hadoukens with Nair and with the Thunder Jolt. And that's proving to be a huge difference maker so far in this set compared to game number 1 where Ankit was the victor.
It's kept him so safe, and it's also managed to make it so that way those Shoryus are just not hitting. Kid can be so worried about how we can get those confirms with those down tilts. Another reset. Gets the grab as well. This could be a Thunder.
Not going to find the Thunder yet, but we are climbing still in percent at 86, 97 now. This could be the Thunder. No, we're just going to go for back air.
I love that option. He was kind of expecting the aggressive focus coming out from Kit and wanted to match it with the multi-hit. So this is going to spell the end of Kit. Not quite yet, but it's looking a little bit worse for Ware.
No, we missed the recovery, and that's going to be Ankit falling out. 9th place, FuYo moving on into the winner's side of things. Or it's not the winner's side of things, the top 8 side of things.
It was a very respectable run, these Spy Kit, but also good stuff to FuYo solidifying